what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Duntown Show. This is episode number 13, lucky number 13, as we just had St. Patrick's Day yesterday. I'm ready to get right into it, guys. Welcome in. Let's get going now. Shop talk is going to be our first topic today. We're just going to touch on it real quick. It's busy season here right now. It's really starting to pick up. I'm in the talks right now with some pretty cool CNC stuff that's going to be coming up. Whether we can get it done and have it to the fence manufacturer so they can install it, or we'll be going out to install it after their fence is done, depending on how quick we can get everything worked out. That'll be out in Bullhead. So that's cool, man. That's some fun, different little artwork stuff, mountain scene stuff. It's gonna have like if you picture two pillars and then a mesh type fence, all steel, and then do a mountain line, you could see like the high peaks, low valleys of the mountain, kind of at the lower section. So when the backdrop light comes through, you can kind of see that silhouette or whatever. And then we'll put some little dashes and cuts in there so you can see the backlight. So they actually want to do some backlighting out there. But it's pretty cool because the one view that they have, you can see the mountain line in the background. So it actually already kind of looks like it's there. So when they bring it forward and actually have it on the fence, it's going to look pretty trippy. So we're excited to try to see what we can get done on that. If the panels are bigger than my CNC, because I think we can go like 46 inches, I think. So least, maybe 4 feet. If it's 5 feet, we'll either do like 2 lead-in bars that are just like smooth, and then we'll start the mountainous range, or we'll just cut out 2 additional pieces and weld them on. And so we're looking into the whole design and everything of that right now, guys. It's gonna crank up pretty good. We got some fence work that we're gonna be giving a quote on coming up. Hopefully that goes through. Just some little minor repair stuff. A possible job to build like an air conditioning bracket, something that needs to go up on a wall. I got a call. It's like a 280-pound air conditioning unit, and they want to mount it in an area where it can't be down on the ground because it's like their only little walkway between a wall. So it has to go mounted up on a bracket. But you're talking about stucco mounting it, so we'll have to probably break the drywall on the inside of the house, reinforce it with like a steel plate or something, so that shelf or whatever it is that we're going to make on the outside, when that big unit goes up there, there's no chance of it falling off, because otherwise that'd be one of those jobs where if we can't get it strong enough, or we can't come up with a design where it's like bulletproof, then we're out, because that could get real nasty real quick. The first big wind or whatever, we have a little earthquake or something, and then the whole bracket just snaps off. We've seen some sketchy shit out there, dude, man. It's crazy. Blazer's going to be getting completed soon, at least on our end. I would say after dealing with a few issues, getting everything back online, back on track. We actually dropped a new video on YouTube today. It's the first part of the LS Terminator X wiring kit. So it'll be like part 1 of the wiring, but it's episode 7 of the build. Run over there, check it out if you guys want to, on Outcast Services on YouTube. DMC Off-Road, we finished the design on a rough design on the laptop on Fusion 360. Okay, there was no way to trace it, there was no way to do nothing. We had to get them out something, so we drew it by hand using different angles and different stuff that we're figuring out on the program, and do this thing. It turned out really nice. I'm gonna actually practice cut it tomorrow on the machine. We have it right here in the shop. And we'll cut him out a few plates and see what it looks like. He actually came this morning and told me that one of his partners that he's doing this with, his helper, partner, guy that he has, is now not even going to be available anymore. He got a little bit of a full-time gig and is dealing with his own stuff up in Johnson Valley. So he said, dude, I know we've been talking about it, but like seriously, I need you over there. And see, they do service call. So they'll do like, they'll go and change out bearings, sprockets, chains, stuff like that on these blasting machines. And I'll be doing a lot of that kind of stuff, going with them. and then they have a bunch of off-road work. So it's kind of like a double duty shop, which is nice because then he said I can bring some specialty stuff here and work on it, go out on service calls with them, and then assist on building the trucks. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I told him I'm down. You know what I mean? Like right now, even though I'm quote unquote busy, it's kind of like you're never really busy until you're swamped. You know what I mean? You almost want to have too much work. You want to have it to where like, hey, someone's calling. Hey man, I need a custom trailer built from scratch, where you're just like, nah, dude, I don't have the time, the space, you know what I'm saying? Because like right now, a project like that, even though, you know, depending on what it was, like say it was an extreme trailer build, air ride, so the car can just pull up there if it's like a 58 Chevy Impala, okay, lowered to the ground, and they need something that they can just air the trailer all the way down and load the car up on there. They're gonna spend probably 15, 20 grand on something like that on the market right now. So for me to build it from scratch, they would be better off going and buying something that's already available that has like a manufacturer warranty and you know, this and that, because that's like the line you have to draw in the sand sometimes. But when you don't have a lot of work, then you start thinking like, oh yeah, sure, I'll give you a quote. And then you take this thing on, dude, and it's like if they agree to it, hard money, boom, all right, we're going to build you this trailer for $25,000. It's going to have all custom LED lighting. It's going to have the power tongue with the air ride shocks where you could pretty much lay the trailer on the ground. It's going to have a badass winch in a covered box up front. Mag wheels. It's going to probably be powder coated and have a diamond deck. A storage for maybe spare tires, or, you know, if it's a race car, depending on what it is. And then if they want a custom rack, you know, there's different directions we could do it from there. I do all this shit 90% by myself. So to get approached by a shop that loves to do what I'm doing and wants to just pretty much incorporate my little business into what they have going on and just do our own thing and help each other is fucking huge, because then you take on a trailer like that for 25 grand, but it ain't gonna take me 6 months doing it alone. You know what I mean? Now we've got a couple of guys that can get our heads together, and then I can make enough money. Now I can hire a couple guys to join, and before you know it, it's just like a big cohesive manufacturer, basically. You want an off-road truck, you want a fence, you want a trailer, you want, you know, your machinery worked on, whatever it is. These guys have a lot of that knowledge, so I'm excited for that network to come together with what I have to offer, which is pretty much just a lot of learning and turning wrenches on my own and just getting more and more into it as we've gone. And that's the direction we're heading in right now, guys. You know, it's exciting, but it's also a lot of pressure, because you want to perform well, but that's the type of pressure I need. That's what I was telling you about. When you have something you get frustrated about, you're determined to figure it out so that frustration goes away. So like diving in and working with a new group of guys that do similar work to what I do, it's hard. It's like if you had multiple artists that freehand paint, they typically don't want to do a group project, okay? But if it came down to it, and they knew they could get on the same page, they could crank out some of the baddest art you've ever seen, because this guy's really good at the first base, this guy's really good at doing all this, and then final detail boy over here, he's going to jump in with this little fine line thing, and then since he's the one who does fine line, he gets to sign the painting. It's almost like he gets credit for the whole thing. He gets to sign all three of the painters' names, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, yeah, whatever, douchebag. I'd be like, fuck that. Give me a Sharpie, dude. I'll sign my name on that thing, dude. We're going to be jumping over there with them. I'm excited. It's the one guy that's helping him out. It's his last week. Today's Monday. It's his last week. So we're going to probably be rocking and rolling. We're nursing a sore knee, dude, okay? We got an ace bandage on, Big Ham. What happened, dude? Okay? Twisted my knee. No big deal. It happens. You know, I'm getting old, 37 now, guys. Okay? I'm getting old out there. But yeah, so we'll be doing the service call stuff with them, and then that's cool because that's a lot more structured. Obviously the off-road builds, we'll have to figure out like, all right, well, I'm going to cover, how we're going to do that. Because personally, I don't even care, dude. You're going to give me a decent rate. You can call me your labor. You can call me your manager. You can call me your whatever. Hello. That on top of what I have going on and everything else. I mean, hey, hello. Let's hustle now. We're going to move on, guys. It's time to get into it, okay? Enough of this bullshit. Keep or sweep. Now, we're going to sweep this week, and we're coming off a lot of golf action, okay? This last weekend was nuts. It was wild. It was crazy. I can't wait to talk about it later in the show. But as of right now, we're going to get into the first little golf-related issue that I'm having right now, okay? Keep or sweep. We're sweeping these ragged golf carts at these expensive tee times, okay? Nothing to do with the league, the chapter leader, the whoever you are, has nothing to do with none of that. You know what it is? It comes down to these courses that they come to a crossroad at these courses, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, and either all the carts need to get really cleaned up and all new batteries, or you're gonna weigh the scale here and just get all new carts and start circulating them in. Like maybe you do, I don't know, let's say the average golf course, maybe they have like, let's just say 100 carts, okay? And they start circulating 25 in at a time. So you see the little Dodge Ram pull up that has like the car trailer and there's like 20 or 30 golf carts on there. Boom, unload them, bam, here you go, first second. But see what ends up happening is you get guys on the course saying, wait, I paid $100. Hey, is this like a members only course? How come he's got the new forest green, easy go with the fucking upholstered seats? Okay, because like right here, I got it right in my notes. You're gonna charge me. I go to places at the $100 green fee, no charger. Okay, I want a charger. I want a TV. What else did I want? I want radio, GPS. I want a really, really nice seat. The seat has a lot to do with it. Okay, my seat looked like it got attacked by a wolverine the other day at the MGA tour. I'm going to show you guys, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you about that in a little bit, but I'm going to take a visual, okay? You have this, you know, before you frost a cake, it's kind of that like, just say it's like that yellowish white cake, whatever it is, there, and gone, dude. Right out of the fucking corner of it. Somebody takes a giant bite. But it was that, my tire was pretty much going flat right out of the gate. Okay, at first I thought maybe it was the size of the driver of the cart, because it certainly wasn't going to be my partner's fault. But no, I had another guy sit on there, and yeah, it was definitely starting to go down a little bit. So we were lucky to make it through the round. Those carts sucked. I need to be able to plug my phone in, okay? Because what if we're doing a lot of content out there, okay, courses? All right, I know, put the fucking, what did they say? Put the cell phone down and play golf? No, dude, not nowadays. Not when you're part of the MGA League. We got to get some really good content out there. So I'm sweeping the beat-up piece of shit golf carts that don't work. Whether or not you put brand new batteries in it or not. Come on, dude. It's 2023, all right? They're upgrading some of the courses around here, and even some of the little courses around here are getting all brand new golf carts and lights and shit like that, dude, and they're like $40 to play. 40, $50. It's wild. We're sweeping the golf cart. I mean, we're not sweeping. Could you imagine if you had to just new law pass in California, no more gas powered or electric, nothing? All right, you think you have a sore knee right now, dude? Wait till you have to walk fucking Oak Quarry, okay? Wait till you have to go walk Dos Lagos. And I'm not saying that there's not these athletic human specimens that go out there and they walk these courses. Good for you, dude, okay? Keep walking. Hope you got your step counter on. I hope you break a new record, dude. I hope Peloton signs you. But for us guys that like to go out there and have a little bit of fun, you ban the golf cart, dude, you just lost trillions of dollars. So we're going to go on to a really cool spot to visit, guys. We've talked about a few different ones, and this could have been a keeper sweep, but I was just going to roll it right in tonight. And I think what you guys need to do is get out there and visit a brewery. Find yourself a local spot. I mean, there's like 6 to 10 breweries right here in my little area, and I'm just in Ontario. Okay, we're not some LA, we're not no big downtown Pasadena or Fullerton or none of that shit. And dude, like right here we have from like Upland all the way down. Shit, I just put a few. There's Rescue, Strum, Old Stump, and then like down by the beach. The only reason I mentioned this one is Huntington Beach Brewery. It's a little bit more on the restaurant size of a place like a smaller BJ's Pizza, but it's still their own. It's their own deal. All their own beers. Their food's really fucking good. I think the whole like going out to a brewery thing is a blast. I don't know, something about it. They always put all their own little spins on everything. I think that's what makes it like a big difference, you know? Because if you go to a BJ's in Baldwin Park, or if you go to one in Phoenix, it's pretty much the same fucking thing. But you go to a local brewery to those areas, and they kind of like, they'll cater to like a different crowd, you know? You get maybe like a Western theme. A lot of them try to do like that backyard barbecue, like you're just hanging out, you know? Bring your dog, okay? Tiki torches are going and shit, dude. And a lot of their beers are pretty good, you know, especially when I was drinking IPAs. I know a lot of them do like a fucking house IPA that usually smack you in the ass. Okay. So I don't know if you're into that or not, but try an IPA from some of these breweries out there and get yourself a trip out with the old lady. You know, spring's coming, guys. Start planning a trip to the brewery. And it's cool because you can go on your little Google map thing and just type in brewery, and they pop up like crazy. So let's move along here, huh? Should we? You guys having a good time yet? I know, dude, it's tough. You know, there's a lot of competition in the world right now. We're just doing what we can. You know, we're a low class podcast here. You know, we're very blue collar. You know, maybe you haven't washed our shirt in a day or two, but we like to get after it. We like to have a lot of fun. We do what we can. We work with our hands. So keep the good spirit alive. Okay, keep rolling. Keep America strong, guys. Here we go now. NBA news. Are we going to get right into NBA news? Because I've got a real bitch this week. I'm pissed. All right. Saturday night, we come back from the tournament. No big deal, right? Hold on. Is it raining outside? Yep. It's starting to rain, guys. Sorry about that. If you hear that in the background, it is rain. It's Mother Nature. It's not my fault. We had one of the worst endings to an NBA game the other night. The Lakers are playing Golden State. It was coming off of a great golf day. Brought a couple of the guys back. We're watching the game, and we lose to Golden State. And you know what? Anthony Davis got his eye poked out apparently in like the second quarter. Now he has to wear an eye patch like a pirate for a week. I don't know. But what fucking sucked, dude, okay, is that they claimed that LeBron stepped out, that his heel was out of bounds on a three-pointer, okay, which would have brought the game, I believe, from like 117 to 120. So it would have been 120 to 124. We would have only been down by 4 points. And I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? His heel never hit out of bounds, first of all. That ain't the worst of it, dude. They didn't review that play until the next play had a potential foul that needed to be reviewed, and then decided to take the 3 points off. So you're telling me right now, if a receiver catches a ball, goes down to the ground, it clearly, let's say it becomes a completed pass, right? But maybe it did touch the ground, okay? But the following play, there's like an offsides or something, and then we're wondering like, okay, why is it taking so long? It's because they went back and said, oh, and by the way, the receiver wasn't down, so cancel this play out and just move everything back to the original spot, even though the chains and everything had moved. First time I ever saw it in the NBA, I couldn't believe it. Hey, his foot wasn't out. And secondly, you banged us, which took way too much time. So by the time they got all of that figured out, they took the 3 points off the board. They went ahead to give us the ball back. Whatever it was, the ball gets passed into LeBron. Shot clock ain't working. Whistle goes off. Okay, a few minutes go by. They're trying to get it figured out. Staples Center, whatever. There's 14 seconds on the shot clock. It's not working. Meanwhile, every time they do this, they're passing the ball in. So it goes from like a minute 50, minute 40. They do it again, like 4 times, 5 times the clock wouldn't work to where it got all the way down to like a minute 30 something, dude. I'm not fucking bullshitting you. Go back and watch it. And then we're sitting there and we're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So not only did we get robbed for 3 points, okay, now they're taking time off of the clock for no apparent reason because you guys are fucking up. And then the final thing they do is they run it off of a stopwatch. So us as fans watching it can't see the clock going down. The people playing don't know what the hell's going on. Steph Curry ends up making a steal and pretty much does a spin around, roll around thing and milks the clock out. One of the worst losses, one of the wildest plays I've ever seen out of the NBA officiating, and I don't know who's running the show over there. If I was in the Lakers organization, I'd want a fucking stack of answers. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's funny? Is they should go back, since they could go back right then, now that it's come out later that his foot was not down, give us our 3 points. I don't care if we still lose. Give us our 3 points, okay? NBA news, guys. As of March 18th, which is today, including tonight's game, the Lakers have 14 games left. We currently sit 10th place. We're 1 game behind Golden State. We've been playing the fucking back and forth with them all season. It's getting a little ridiculous. We should have won that game the other night, but that's okay. We're 3 games behind the Sacramento Kings, who we've struggled with for some reason. And they're sitting in 6th, which is like the no play-in tournament cutoff. So right now, Lakers are in the 10th. We can't drop below the 10th, or we're not even going to be in the play-in tournament. If the play-in were to start today, number 9 Golden State would play the Lakers. Okay? The winner of the Lakers and Golden State would then go play the loser of the Suns Mavs, which is number 7 and number 8. All right. So in order to even make it up, you Lakers would have to beat Golden State. Then we would go play the losers of the Suns versus the Mavs, as that winner would go on already. And then whoever, so say the Lakers end up having to play, say the Mavs lose to the Suns, we'll go have to now play the Mavs and beat them. Okay. Then we can advance. So we basically have to play 2 fucking play-in full tournaments just to move on to the playoffs, and then we'll see where everything stands. But if you look at it, we're only 3 games behind with 14 games left, so it's super possible. You know, who's to say that Golden State's going to continue to win when they've had a pretty shaky season? Who says that Sacramento Kings are going to just continue to dominate? Anything is possible. I know a lot of people are running their mouth saying that there's no chance the Lakers season's done. Paul Pierce, he's on TV talking about how LeBron, he needs to step back. He needs to let the other players take the lead. He needs to this and that, but yet his averages and the points and the stuff that he's putting up are pretty much dominant. I don't know what the scare tactic is with these guys not wanting to, tell LeBron, pass me the ball or do whatever it is. Like, they don't want to command anything from him. They just want him to command them. That's why they seemingly play a little better when he's not on the court, which I think is wild. So they need to get that issue resolved right here while we're at the 10th seed, because otherwise, guys, we could end up just being out of it completely, and then all of this has just gone to shit. So I'm really, really hoping we can jump up there. Let's see. Boston's already pretty much clinched their shit, dude. They're 53-14, and they're the number 1 seed. They got an X next to their name on the fucking charts over here. So don't even look into them potentially taking a large enough fall. They're ahead by so many right now. They'd literally have to lose the rest of their games. So good for Boston. Lakers play the Hawks tonight at 7:30. Then we have no game till Friday, and I know a lot of it's because of the March Madness stuff and everything that's going on, but then we play Philly on Friday. So if we can get a win against the Hawks tonight, Maybe one of the teams ahead of us can lose. We need everybody to just start losing in the West except us, period. So we'll see how that works out, guys. If you want to watch either one of those games, they're both at 7:30 tonight against the Hawks, and then Friday against Philly. You can watch the Lakers play. No injury report, really. I don't know when Vanderbilt's supposed to come back. I kind of thought he would have by now. I know we always say that. We talk about it every week, but I can't get a hold of his doctor. I've called in several times. Something about hippo. Bronny James, is he going to come to the NBA, or is he going to just go back to SC for another year? Apparently the Lakers would be willing to take him at like number 56, because I think all the Lakers have is they're like number 56 of the second round, something like that. They don't even think they have a first round pick this year. So, I mean, and what's to say if he's all the way down there, another team doesn't just try to nab him? You know what I'm saying? And then it still screws things up. So I don't really know how that would work. Personally, I think he needs to go back to college for another year. USC had a terrible, terrible season. I think they only won like 15 games. So maybe he needs to go back, put another year of work in. That'll give LeBron a little chance to finish out this year and see what he wants to do, if you guys are interested in the Bronny James story. So that's a little update there, you know. Hey, something different. Let's see, guys. Where do we want to go from here? Because I tell you what, I got pretty wound up about the fucking Golden State game. That shit pissed me off pretty good. But we're going to move on from NBA. Go Lakers tonight. Beat the Hawks. Okay. Is Trae Young even playing? He's a good three-pointer. He's a good three-point. NFL moves. Have you guys been seeing some of the wild shit that's been going on right now? Steelers have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Apparently Justin Fields is going to be trying out as a receiver. So we'll keep an eye on that. I know that's wild, but that's what we're hearing. Those are some of the sources that I have. Okay, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are both at the Steelers now. Kenny Pickett, see you later. Have fun. You're going to back up Jalen Hurts in Philly. Okay? Don't get your feelings hurt. Apparently he's happy about it. He made it sound like he chose to go to Philly. Yeah, you know, it was time for me. I had a good time at the Steelers. I learned a lot. You know, shout out to Coach Mike Tomlin. But, you know, I'm headed to Philly now. I'm going to back up Jalen, and I want to learn a lot. Shut up, dude. Okay? All right? We get it. You had no choice and you got moved. All right, so the Steelers are going to be one of those teams we're really going to have a lot of hype and a lot of watching this year, because I think it could turn into a little bit of a drama show. You know, Justin Fields is going to start this game, then Russell, because I know for a fact, dude, when Kenny Pickett left the Steelers, Russell Wilson was like, oh shit, like that, like, all right, cool, all right, cool. I don't even got to compete. Like, let's go, you know. Fuck. Yeah. Here comes Justin Fields. Like, oh shit, this dude's quick. He's got an arm on him. And I'll bet you one thing. I'll bet you, dude, in a practice facility, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday practice, whatever they're doing, I'll bet you Justin Fields looks phenomenal at practice. I'll bet you that's what was hard for the Chicago Bears. What the fuck, dude? We see what this guy can do all week long, and then we get to, you know, the games, and all of a sudden our O-line is trash. He's running all over the place, running 2,000 yards, you know, a losing season. Like, that's wild, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that now he's got a whole new scenery, he's got a whole new set of competition that he can go after is really going to be interesting. I'm excited about that factor of the NFL already producing that much drama, okay? Who knows? Could be the best soap opera out there this year, bro. So let's see. $180 million contract for Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. $100 million guaranteed. $50 million this year. $50 million next year, with a possible $80 million in extensions, bonuses, blah, 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 blah. All the stuff that they get, that's unbelievable. So what do you guys think about that? First of all, Saints is my team. We know that. We love the Saints. So our division not only has went ahead and landed Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, which took them from absolutely nothing to here we go again, Kirk Cousins. Baker Mayfield gets $100 million extension and they re-signed Mike Evans in Tampa Bay. So now there we go again. There's another team that's just going to be balls of steel. Okay? Big balls of steel. They're going to be wilding out. Meanwhile, we sign a guy I didn't even write his name down, dude. I'm not impressed. Some backup quarterbacks coming out of Chicago to back up Derek Carr, and so we're slowly but surely looking iffy. I mean, we got like $16.5 million freed up in cap space, which makes us the number one in our division as far as cap space available. So we'll see what we do. I think we're 12th in the draft is our first pick. Who knows? Who knows who will still be available at that time, and it gives a little bit of room to play around and make some moves. But Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins is getting absolutely the bag this coming season, next couple years. Good for them, man. Defensive tackle Christian Wilkins gets $110 million to head up to the Las Vegas Raiders and roll the dice with them. That's incredible. Good for him, man. A defensive tackle. That dude's going to go up there and absolutely rip some heads off for them. Who do they have as quarterback? Who do the Raiders have? Sam Darnold? Something like that? I don't even know, dude. That's crazy. I got to look because I know Jimmy G, he's gone, right? He went to the Rams, huh? All right. Fucking A. Jimmy G to the Rams. Any Rams fans out there? Comment below, dude. I don't mind the Rams. I have a friend who's a Rams fan. A couple of them, actually. One of them that's pretty good. We went to a Saints, Saints-Rams game. Yeah, so that was tough. We lost that one. But yeah, so that's okay. Looking forward to going to the SoFi Stadium a lot this year. It'll be good. We also seen Seahawks acquire quarterback Sam Howell. Keenan Allen, which I cannot believe the Chargers released Keenan Allen. He's headed up to the Bears. Lots of action around Derrick Henry. I don't know what the hell happened at Dallas. You know what's crazy? Apparently Derrick Henry had just purchased a home in Dallas and was willing to talk to the Cowboys and was like, fuck it, I'll give you a hometown deal, like blah, blah, blah. He actually, somewhere in the back of his mind, way over here, right? Like, we're going around the sun, dude, like we're the earth. And, nope, nothing, never got a call. So where does he go, dude? He ends up with the fucking Ravens. Do you know how crazy that's going to be? All right, do you know how much pressure that could possibly take off of Lamar? Because I know he wants to get to more of a passing quarterback. We saw him try to do that. I don't know why he took the passing quarterback route this last season in the playoffs. Makes no sense. But having Derrick Henry as a second set of thighs can charge the ball and run. He runs so hard, dude. I don't know. He's 31 years old, something like that. That dude can run. He's a big, powerful back. Okay, he'll make you a lot of money. He'll fill your stadium. He's gonna rock and roll. The fact that you guys are the ones who gave him an opportunity and are a potential Super Bowl favorite for next season is sick. You watch what this man does. If he can stay healthy over there, which he will, you watch what's going to go on. So Cowboys fucked up. I don't know who they've got. Lot of action also. Where does Caleb Williams go? Does he go to Chicago? Is it clear now that Justin Fields is gone, that Caleb Williams is going to go into Chicago next year? I don't think so. I could be wrong on that, but you know what? He's not the only piece of meat in the pot right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to scoop that one and then act like, oh, no, it's vegetable soup. No, it's not, dude. I saw you. Give me that. Give me a piece of that meat. So I'm not saying they're pieces of meat, if that makes sense. Where does Caleb Williams go? Chicago, Washington native boy. Because he's from Washington. He knows Cliff Kingsbury. He knows the air raid offense. It could be a real potential deal. Does Chicago maybe take Caleb Williams as like a hostile bargaining, like a hostage almost? Like, hey, Washington, we know you want him. Like, what do they want? What ultimately would be the decision not to take Caleb Williams? But it wouldn't surprise me if they have their eye on somebody else. Maybe something became so clear that Justin Fields said, all right, I guess the rumors are real because I'm headed to Pittsburgh. So we'll see what Caleb Williams does. There's a lot of other draft picks that I rather talk about, but unfortunately, since that's the number 1 pick is Chicago, and then number 2 is Washington, we got to kind of keep our eyes on that, guys. And I don't think either one of them are going to go for like a linebacker or nothing right out of the gate. That'd be a little bizarre. That'd probably trip me out pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that over there, guys. PGA, huh? You guys want to talk a little golf today? Nah, I do. This last weekend was sick, dude. You know what? I think every time the MGA, the league I'm in, has a tournament and we play, especially like right now heading into spring, dude, that's like the playing golf and then coming home and getting to watch it, because we always do our MGA tournaments on a Saturday, so then you always get to be home for Sunday's PGA champion, or final round. Oh man, dude, you're like watching every shot like, oh yeah, I could hit that shot. Look at, wow, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, you start giving all those like weirdo, like sidewalk superintendent shit. Anyways, the TPC Sawgrass, the Players Championship, guys. Wow, Scotty Scheffler, world number 1, wins again, back-to-back Players Championships, dude. That's fucking crazy. Very rare, back-to-back winning a week. So not only did he win last week, okay, Arnold Palmer was it? Then he comes over here and he wins again. The like crazy, and then Wyndham Clark's second behind him, basically 2 weeks in a row as well. Okay, he was tied up with Xander Schauffele, but still. And dude, that fact that Wyndham Clark's putt didn't sink was so fucking bizarre, dude. That thing was all the way down in the cup. Go on YouTube, watch the replay, dude. The fucking ball goes all the way down. You're talking Sunday, 18th hole. All you need to do is birdie to tie the leader to go into a playoff. You putt uphill for like maybe 6 to 8 feet. I don't know. It goes in all the way around the hole, over halfway down in, and somehow lips back up and shoots out at you, and your whole entire world collapses 2 weeks in a row. Wyndham Clark will win one, so shout out to him for playing his ass off and playing well, because he did battle back, dude. At one point, he was like down by a few and then made like 3 birdies in a row to come right there. He needed one more. Xander Schauffele led pretty heavily throughout the tournament going into Sunday. I wanted to see Schauffele win, but good job, Scotty Scheffler. He had a Sunday round of 64. He came back from down 5. Apparently, had like his neck was stiff. I didn't get to watch the first rounds, but I guess he was turning side to side, like his head was glued to his back. And then all of a sudden, boom, snaps out of it Sunday. Unbelievable, dude. I tell you what, some of these guys with these injuries, we talked about the Tiger Woods always having injuries when he wins and shit. Maybe that's something these guys need to do. Okay? I don't know, because Scotty Scheffler comes out of basically being like, can't even walk, to winning. It's bizarre, dude. He tied the lowest round in score, largest comeback win at the Sawgrass. And I'll tell you right now, I'm excited to see what this man's going to do, because he has to hold world number 1 for about 11 more years, I think, to tie Tiger or something like that. That's insanity. But the next event to watch, guys, is going to be the Valspar Championship, and that's March 21st through the 24th at Copperhead Course in Florida. They have beautiful, beautiful weather down there right now. All of the tournaments and all of the latest footage I've been watching of that area has been really, really nice golf. So stay over there on the East Coast swing, doing their thing. So shout out PGA News. We're gonna skip live, because we did talk about it last week. Okay, don't they play in when did they play, guys? We talked about it. What is it? April 5th, 6th, 7th at Trump National, right? In Miami Beach. So if you want to watch some of that, be ready for that. I believe it starts at like 10 a.m. So you'll be able to actually see it. It's not going to be overseas times where it's all night. March Madness, dude, it's about to get wild. It's about to kick off like no other. Starting tomorrow is the first 4. Okay, that's March 19th through the 20th. So the first couple teams are going to get it kicked off. Then you got first round, 21st through the 22nd. You're going to start getting some of these results, which you'll fill in later. Okay, into the bracket. So go on to you can go right on to March Madness, the NCAA, whatever website, and pull it all up right there and actually get to watch it as they fill in the brackets. Then you'll have the second round, March 23rd. You got the Sweet 16. Then it goes to Elite 8. The Final 4 will battle it out on that Saturday. And then the final 2 teams are going to go for the NCAA Championship on Monday, April 8th. There's 68 total teams competing right now, and some really good Cinderella stories out there. Okay, it's not always the number one guy. I remember last year the amount of upsets in the March Madness tournament was bizarre. Okay, so if you're going to be betting some of those lines and you're going to be going at it, it's not like typically on the women's side. Okay, whoever the first, second, or third team is typically will win the Natty. I think LSU, there was an LSU, you got Iowa, and there's a few others that they're putting a lot of heavy money on them, but there's a couple of lower teams over there that you got to watch out for. I don't watch a lot of the women's basketball college. I try to watch what I can of men's basketball, but you can bet we're watching the fucking March Madness action matches here, bud. Okay, so get ready starting tomorrow. That's probably why there's not a lot of NBA. I know there are games on because like these March Madness games, they go all day. They start, I think the first one starts at like 10 a.m. or something. They go all day long. There's a lot of teams to get through and to fill those next brackets for them to be able to travel, do whatever it is they need to do, guys. So tune into March Madness. It's going to be wild. Okay, a lot of action, a lot of competition there. All right. Should we jump right into it? Should we jump into the main event here? Should we? Talking to you, dude. Oh, there you are. MGA post-round action, guys. We had our Rebel Beach AM did not disappoint. Was the best of the best. This was the best round we've had as a group. At least for me, I'm really starting to feel a bond. I'm really starting to feel the love here. Okay, everybody. We all get along really well. We have a lot of fucking fun out there, dude, and just every time it's so different and it's so much fun that you just can't wait for the next one. And dude, I haven't been, for being 37 years old and being a part of something like that, it's a blessing. That's why I stress to guys that mess around with golfing and stuff, just join a league because you'll get so much more out of it than the golf. Golf is so second hand to the entire reason you're even doing this, I'm telling you, okay? And then once you start to compete a little bit or do whatever, it just, everything ends up being more and more fun. And this time we had to dress up. Me and my partner Jamie, shout out Jamie, dude, I love you, brother, thanks a lot. We had a fucking blast on Saturday out there in Costa Mesa. We dressed full camo, head to toe. Go to our Gringo Golf on Instagram, Von Jammers on Instagram, and look at the post we put up of us dressed in full camo. You guys will laugh your ass off. It was pretty good. Dude, there was people talking like the starter was, right when I walked up, the starter goes, oh yeah, dude, some group ahead about an hour ago was like, hey, did you see that big motherfucker dressed in camos over on the pitching green? And I was like, oh fuck. And then he goes, and sure enough, here you are. And I was like, yeah, here I am, dude. So definitely was no disrespect to the military. I didn't have any patches or badges or claiming to be anything other than just show support, show love, and be able to match real good with my buddy Jamie there. Oh, fucking what a blast, dude. I ended up placing 12th, and I actually had my first ever eagle, guys. I'm not even kidding you. The hole was playing like 250, drivable par 4. I hit one dead straight, got up there, had about a 6-foot putt, 8-foot putt, something like that. Everybody and their mom gave me a read, so I listened to all of them, combined it all into one solid read and tapped it. Dude, that thing sank, and it was like so surreal, and it was so fun, and it was just so like rewarding on the 16th hole. For that to happen, dude, I was like blown away. I can't even imagine the feeling of a hole-in-one. But Sinking an Eagle will forever be my greatest MGA memory to this point, and probably for a really, really long time. Hole 16 at Costa Mesa. Okay. At the Mesa Linda. Was it the Mesa Linda side? Okay. It's the side closest to Harbor. Harbor Boulevard, bro. We saw some crazy shit on Harbor Boulevard while we were waiting to tee off. I tell you what, crackheads travel well, dude. And you know what's funny about these crackheads is they're all very similar. So they must be the same crack. So it's like, fuck, dude, take that one massive dealer out, and these people are just like, boom, right back to normal, like that. Yeah, so it's an emotional roller coaster out there, you guys. It's fucking, it's so fun because you're up, you're down. I golfed with a really good group. It was Jamie, Brett, and Charles. And Brett, you know what? Shout out to you, dude. You put a lot of emotion into your golf round. I'm not kidding you. At one point, I would have thought you were going for probably, I don't know, 1.5 mil. I mean, I saw putters flying, pitching wedges flying. I think the hat flew 5 or 6 times. Fell to the knees maybe around 8 times. So, shout out to Brett. Great performance. Okay, not talking shit. I had a blast with you, dude. And then we had Charles Parles. He was a blast. It was par. And I don't know. Something was up. He's a good player, though. Jamie looked badass, dude. Big Ham and T as Happy and Chubb was hilarious. That got like a global response. I saw multiple MGA leagues responding to that, so that was fucking hilarious. And then, dude, we actually had a putt off for the red key. We had a rookie join the league, and then we had our boy T. Terrence. He had to go for the red key as well. And the rookie actually ends up sinking a long putt after they both made the first one. And we actually had the first ever, I think, putt off for a red key, was it? I had a comment on my thing that said, oh my god, we've never seen a putt off for red key. So fuck yeah, dude. Okay, OCMGA does shit different. MGA does some shit different, bro. We want to make sure people, all the way down to the last stroke, dude, we defend every blade of grass at the OCMGA, dude. The next event, guys, the Bastards. Okay, the Bastards, Eagle Glen, April 13th at 9 a.m. start. Registration closes March 30th. You ain't ready, you can't handle it. Don't be scared. If you haven't played there, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, it's a sick course. It's beautiful. Okay, if you played Old Quarry, you've played some of those cliffside type courses, you're gonna love Eagle Glen. It ain't easy. It's not an easy course, but it's a good course. It plays well. A lot of really good views. I'm trying to remember the cart girl situation. That's always my biggest concern, dude. Because you get into those like real canyony, cliffy, and sometimes there's no cart girl. You know what I'm saying? And if there's no cart girl or guy, when's the last time there was a cart guy? By the way, because I always feel like a douchebag saying cart girl, or like, you know what. What's going on out there with the cart guys, dude? Okay? All right? So that's coming up. That'll be a good time. Speaking of things that they gave out at this last one, guys, at the Rebel Beach, you know what? Everybody dressed up. All the guys, almost every team matched. And they gave out all the awards, you know what I'm saying? You get your little check, you get your this and that. They actually gave us our top Medio, or, you know, even if you just got the other Medio packet. I haven't even opened mine, dude. I'm going to open it up right now on this show here. So right here, look at it. Let me just show you. If you're watching on YouTube, there's no way I licked and stuck this thing. Look at that, dude. I can't even get it open. I might have to get help. But we're going to pop this thing open. Should have probably brought a pair of scissors, but this really shows the honesty behind this show, because this is a very high class show, dude. Okay, we're not no low class around here. Okay, despite what you might have heard earlier in the show. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna dump this stuff. Whoa, dude! All right, we're dumping this stuff. If you're on Spotify, you're probably thinking this is bullshit. But anyways, here's what you're going to get, guys. I'm going to give you a verbal tour. You get this great little letter that we'll read later that's going to just really tell us that's going to tell us everything we need to know. But with that, you get your decals. Okay, let's see. Did we get a decal? Hold on. We got lots of stuff to work through here. Look at this. Look at that. So the decal is basically a silhouette of a guy throwing a golf club in the air, and it's Top Medio 2024. And then you also get your badass bag tag that's the same thing. It's got a yellow and white background with the black silhouette of a guy throwing the club. You also get a pin. Okay, you get your annual pin. You get the strap that puts your tag on your bag. Here's the badass tag this year. Check that out. Let me see. This is Golf Finds a Way MGA Tour. And there you go. And it looks like somebody took a golf ball out into their front yard and possibly took this picture and said, okay, that'll work. We're going to go ahead and use that as the golf bag tag this year, and it's a done deal. So also you get a couple of cards. You know, you got to hand out these cards, dude. You want to invite people, you can invite them. Face it, you suck. Join the Mediocre Golf Association. You get 2 of those cards with it. I'm kind of all right. See, I think the last one said I suck, so we're moving our way up there. And then you get your punch card. Look at that. Okay, so you can claim your free t-shirt there, guys. Orange County does it right. Look at that. Timothy Dunn, Top Medio. Thanks a lot, Ken. Ken Carlson. So if you guys want to join our league, you're in the local area, you're going to want to go on to OCMGA and just go ahead and join up and come on out and hang out, guys. If not, go over to Bogey's for breakfast and just watch the podcast and then just like act like you're a part of the MGA. That's fine too, okay? Because obviously you don't want to listen to my show because you ain't listening to what I'm telling you. Real quick, fastest way to become a NASCAR fan, dude. I'm doing this. You can see I got NASCAR pulled up here on the computer. I mean, I'm into it. The fastest way that I've learned to become a NASCAR fan, guys, is to go on Sundays. Typically, the PGA tournament will end. You can jump over to it's on like channel 5 or whatever. You'll find NASCAR, okay? And watch the final 50. So if it's like a 500 lap race, just go watch the final 50, dude. So much shit happens in the last 50 laps. Dude, I learned that these fucking tires on these cars, if you, on certain tracks, like the last track they just, would you say what they just played? Fuck. The one they just raced at, it was eating their tires up so fast. They were getting like maybe 50 laps and they were done. So when you watch the last 50, these guys are pitting with still like 60 some laps to go. So by the last 10 laps, it's like a roller skate rink out there, dude. These guys, it went from NASCAR to Tokyo Drift in like a matter of 4 laps. I was hooked. I don't know a bunch of the guys' names and all that yet. It won't take me long because once I get into it, I'm into it. But that's what I recommend. Go over to NASCAR, watch the final 50 laps. They don't make you pay for some wild network or nothing like that. You can go and read right now. I'm trying to find out what's going on with this Denny Hamlin guy. Apparently he said some shit on a podcast because he won the race and the entire fucking audience was, boo, boo, you suck. I was like, damn, dude, what's going on with this guy? So I'm going to have to read into that. Could be some really good controversies over there at NASCAR. So that's going to wrap up today's show, guys. I thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoy the show. Try to get you the information on time. Try to get it to you quick. Go Lakers. They play tonight. Beat the Hawks. Become a top medio. And maybe you'll hit an eagle. I mean, it's possible. I did. And what's funny is we're headed to Eagle Glen. So it's kind of like I'm starting to see this like little like... I don't know if you'd say an Indian. I don't know, like, you know, I'm starting to see this little guy appear in my dreams, dude. He's got like this big eagle bonnet on, and ever since I hit that shot, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I'm running a Cobra 427 Super Sport, baby. All right? That thing was played by Steel Valley at one point, and now it's dropping eagles. I ain't buying no brand new $700 shit. Nothing. The fact that I hit that eagle putt with a $49 gamer and you guys want me to upgrade, Bullshit. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. It's Miller time.